Good evening and welcome to the Tuesday, February 3rd meeting of the Barrington Planning Board. First order is roll call of members, starting with Joyce Capiello.
Capiello here.
Jessica here.
Alan present.
Driscoll here. Also, we have Ernest Krevling, Town Planner, and Barbara Irvine, Planning and Land Use Administrative Assistant. Thank you for everyone for being here. Next item is review and approval of minutes from January 20th, 2026. Any comments, corrections?
We'll make a motion, we accept the meeting minutes as written.
I'll second it.
Roll call.
Jessica.
Alan, aye.
Driscoll. Next, action items, starting with map 270, lot 26-1 in the Regional Commercial District. Eric Burgess, CCB Holdings, LLC. Come forward, please. Have a seat. Get comfortable. Yeah, the button will turn green.
Yes, sir. Hello. So we're here tonight for a minor site plan review. My name's Eric Burgess. I have Eli here from Civil Works. Steve was going to do the presentation, but he was under the weather today. So we're going to do the best we can here. The ultimate reason for the proposal is to create a bigger laydown yard for my existing business. This is on the property directly abutting my existing business at 135 Old Concord Turnpike. It's for bulk storage, as well as additional equipment storage. Basically trying to build an identical building to the one we already built on the other property, as all of our buildings are already full from when we were in here a couple of years ago. And basically, that's what we got.
Any questions from the board?
I got a few questions. The parking spaces you have there, what are those parking spaces for again?
The ones up front that we proposed?
Yeah.
That would just be overflow parking if needed.
For your employees?
For employees or equipment up in that upper section. It's kind of going to be hidden underneath that hillside. Basically, there'll be some defilade from the elevation change, but that would just be overflow parking up on that front side.
Okay. All right. It's a little unusual because usually we have required parking spaces, proposed parking spaces, and here we don't know how many parking spaces are required because the business is next door in the other lot, and you get a pole barn. So, I mean, clearly enough spaces, but it's a little bit unusual for us in that normally site review, there's a business going in of some kind. There's a category that tells how many parking spaces are required, and that's something you're required to do. Here, you're really a business on the other side, and have no idea what the required number of parking spaces are. I'm sure you exceeded, but it's a little bit.
The biggest way to look at it is it's really more or less like when Eli was doing the plan set, like just to show representation. It's going to be a giant gravel parking lot.
Okay.
So whether the car's parked there or parked somewhere else, to me, it's really irrelevant, ultimately. So I get that there may be some, thoughts on that, but we already have parking on the other lot. So it's really, just shows an additional area where cars or vehicles could be parked.
Okay.
Ron, do we have to worry about lighting with this?
We do, because the site plan has lighting, and it's really for parking lots. This is parking here, and the lighting plan shows lighting around the pole barn. Is that the pole barn?
Yep, exactly.
There's 4 lights on that, which should have been shown on the rendering by the rendering.
It is.
We'll show the lighting pictures on the rendering as well.
I mean, we went through this last time on the other building that we had to put lighting in that other parking lot. And honestly, with our type of business, to me, it's completely irrelevant. in terms of the parking for we went through this last time, and we had to put a light pole in over the cars, and it never gets turned on. So we're just putting lighting in my opinion, for no reason. Our primary time that we're there is, you know, during the summer, if we're working longer hours, everything's fully illuminated. If we are doing snowplow operations, people are parking right next to the buildings that are fully illuminated, or parking inside that keep the snow off their cars. So I get that safety aspect, but we're still a B2B. We have no consumers coming down to the business. It's really just a representation of a lot where cars could park. If they could park next to the pole barn, they could park wherever else is safe. So, I mean, you put up the other light pole and it's never on.
Yeah, I think the problem is the ordinance is called for lighting on the parking areas. And if you don't want to put them in, then you need to request a variance.
So then,
Variance or a waiver?
Waiver.
It's a waiver.
Which you can request now.
Yeah.
You make a case it's not required.
Yeah.
But it's in the regulations that lighting is required. The lighting levels are for parking areas.
Okay.
So if you have parking areas, you have to have lighting. If you don't want to put lighting, you have to ask for a waiver, which you can ask for now.
okay,
And I think your argument you're making is pretty good.
okay.
So I'm not speaking for the other members, but I think.
No, you can do a waiver, just,
Then I guess we would request a waiver. Thank you.
you want to grab the wording on that?
Well, we need to get with the.
Yeah.
the waiver.
It's on 5.26 outdoor lighting design standards.
Yeah, okay. That's all right. What do you got, Ernie?
Article 5.26 outdoor lighting design standards in the site plan review.
I think it's also on the table too. It's a table also says parking lot.
And the waiver would be from what is required under this,
Yeah.
and they are offering an alternative.
Oh, you're offering nothing.
You do it in one sentence, right?
Yes, sir.
Waiver from the requirement. Instead of you doing nothing, just.
Right, that will be waiver number 2, waiver number 1. Lighting requirements, we'll call it.
Yeah. The other question I had is, you have a bioretention plant right next to the wetlands there?
Yes, we have a bioretention pond next to the wetlands.
Oh. It might have sounded worse.
These binders are too big.
Is that gonna have an effect on the wetlands there? What's Okay, and that's a non-jurisdictional wetlands, right? Down through.
Damon Burke from Tribal Rock. I'm sure it wasn't a marsh.
What's the question about, screening in that area for the house next door, the Clark house? That's like 100. So, I don't think any for screening, and you show along there the tree line, right? That would be the berm. Okay, just, somebody had questioned that, that's why I raised it. Yes, sir. All right. Yep, take your time. Just ask you one thing, the waiver you're requesting. Let's go here. Was another question about, whether it was a jurisdictional wetland, the 2,672 square foot wetland, which under 3,000 feet is not really, required or discussed. But unless it happens to be a swamp, a marsh, a bog, or a vernal pool, it's probably none of those things.
But that's what we had Damon Burke check. I don't know, you guys received it from.
No. Oh, you did get the letter. Oh. Oh,
I got one too.
got an email to you?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Oh, yeah.
I think it's kind of.
Give me a call. Okay. Yes, that solves the problem.
Yeah, so that letter confirms it.
Sounds good. Thanks. All right, any more questions by anybody?
What do you want to do? This should have the lights, which is located at home.
That could be a condition of approval.
Yeah. You can add that to them.
Add light fixtures on that.
Okay. Okay, do you have any comments about accepting the plan as complete? With the
No.
additions?
Oh, definitely, I mean, the plan is complete for purposes of review.
Okay. I'll make a motion to accept the application as complete.
Second.
Roll call.
Capiello, yes.
Trustee Wright?
Taylor, aye.
Driscoll, aye. Okay, next we go into the waivers. We'll call this waiver number 1 that we had, let's see. This waiver is from 3.5.10. Following waiver down to Barrington site plan regulations. This is for a waiver on landscaping and screening. A waiver is sought from the requirement as this parcel has substantial existing vegetative buffer and the existing and proposed improvements are not visible and situated more than 115 feet from the road. Any questions on the waiver request? Hearing none. Motion to grant the waiver.
Second.
Roll call.
Capiello, aye.
Trustee Wright?
Taylor, aye.
Driscoll, aye. Okay. Is this the first one or the second one?
That should be the second one you're looking for.
526, we have it right here. Yep. Okay, second waiver. This is from outdoor requirements, lighting requirements from 5.2.6. Any questions or discussion on this? Second motion? Yeah. Motion. Sorry.
Capiello, aye.
I'm not here. I have to get out of here. All right. Just come here. All right. Okay, and the third one we just added was to add the lighting to the last drawing. Is it page number or something you can cite? Or
This is the last one of the
last,
package.
last,
Page.
last page on the plan set that was submitted today. How about that?
Like, drawing A3-1.
Okay. All right, I'll make a motion that we grant a waiver to that requirement.
No, it's condition of approval.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, it's a condition of approval. That makes
Under
sense.
conditions precedent, item G, add a small I.
Okay, great. Okay, any more discussion before we go to the conditions of approval? Okay, hearing none. Now, we had not been reading these completely, so we're just adding it, and they get a copy with the addition you just added.
Right, I think you've taken action on the things you need to, the rest of them are standard. The one thing I would say, just so you all know, is I scratched this out because that was a variance for the other case you're gonna hear tonight. I had to put it on here.
Number 6 is off, so. Okay.
You added the one for the,
Yep. I'll make a motion that we grant the conditions of approval. Second.
Capiello, aye.
Trustee Wright?
Taylor, aye.
Driscoll, aye. Okay, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate your time. Take care.
Good luck.
Good luck. Okay, next item on the agenda, 4B, map 114, lot 22 in the general residential district. 9.6 permit for Jeffrey and Kimberly Pierce, Revocable Trust. Welcome. Hello.
Mr. Chairman, I should make it clear that, this application is on my road, which is a small road. I know the applicant. I would definitely recuse myself, but,
But we have to go home if you do.
we've got a quorum problem, so I will leave it up to the board if they wanna ask me about the relationship or anything, I will be happy to answer any questions.
I have no issue.
No issue here.
No. As long as you can be fair and impartial.
Well, no, because
You wanna
I'm
take
gonna
a
ask about lighting.
That's always the question.
Yeah, we promise no lighting questions. Okay, welcome.
Hi, how are you? My name's Katharina Morrill. I'm from Millennium Engineering. Beside me is Kevin Bob from Hopeful Feenley Gormley. Hopeful. Yeah.
Gorman and Router.
Say that one fast. And we're here on behalf of Jeffrey and Kimberly Pierce, who are sitting behind us, regarding their lot on Baxter Lane. The applicant, as very well spelled out in this, proposes to raise all structures on their property in replacement with a single-family residence that is of ranch style. We were recently in front of the ZBA to seek relief from the front and side setbacks. And in doing so, we were able to pull the house as far forward as we can to kind of prevent some of those shoreline impacts and better comply. In the course of that hearing, it came up about the special use permit and criteria, and so now we are here. We've provided a plan that is an amendment of the variance plan that includes the hatching for the temporary and permanent impacts of both the 35-foot and 50-foot wetland buffers. The wetland that this lot is bordered by is connected across the street, so there is a culvert underneath the street that is there, and then it fingers down into the lakefront. So it is a wetland of over 3,000 square feet in size, which is why we're here. The impacts are listed on the plan, and again, they're just to support the building and development of this lot and the new purpose. They include the removal of the shed, the removal of the existing structures, and then the replacement with the new structure and driveway that are planned.
Okay, so most of the questions I would have are concerning the wetlands and the wetland buffer. Anybody else want to speak first?
Go ahead.
I've got a few points here. If we look at the sides facing the Melnikas property, there's a 12-inch high-density polyurethane pipe there that leads to a crushed stone raceway. I guess that's for drainage going into the lake. I'm wondering if that is related because it's close to the paved parking. Does that take runoff from the paved parking area?
In the proposal,
Well, it says existing paved driveway.
there is no existing paved driveway.
Do you see it written on the plan set?
I see existing paved driveway off of map 46 or lot 46.
Okay, it was hard to determine where it goes. I mean, it's just pretty much you just have the words there, and I assume it went to your property. Otherwise, it would be irrelevant.
It does not. It was relevant to the. I understand the confusion. It was relevant to the variance.
Okay.
In part because of the setbacks.
That explains
We
why.
wanted to show the existence of that driveway, but that fully served the neighboring property.
Okay. That explains why the zero is in under pavement existing conditions then. Okay. You understand why it was?
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
It made sense at the time to include, and I think it's just a carryover.
Sure.
But it really isn't applicable to this.
So the new driveway would be about 1,372 square feet. We're not sure where the location is because it's not cited on the plan. Is that going to include any runoff onto 114 lot 51? Is it going to be on the right side, like where the existing septic area is?
Yeah, so it goes across the existing septic area. So if you look on the right-hand side of the plan set that's provided, there's a large area of the lined hatching bordered by a grade area. That is primarily the driveway,
Okay.
pavement. That's
I wasn't sure if those lines were topographic lines or,
No, those lines are just to show the permanent impact that will remain to the buffer.
Okay. Yeah, I guess once you construct it, I'm concerned about the sheet, the runoff on that large paved area.
So what we'll do with the final grading is we'll minimize the amount of runoff as much as possible by trying to redirect it and swale it down from the wetlands so we're not directly impacting it. Again,
Yeah.
to the maximum extent practical that we can do that, just to try and protect that. The issue here of why the driveway location is on the side that favors the wetland is because of the septic system. So the existing septic is.
Yeah, I see where the new one is going, right?
Right, and so we're kind of locked into that proposed
Sure.
area, because of the shoreline requirements to be able to have the buffers that are there and be as
Are there any thoughts of putting some dry wells in to handle runoff, and particularly heavy storms?
We hadn't considered it to date. That doesn't mean that it's not an option.
Okay, nothing fancy, just,
Just like a leaching
Yeah.
basin?
yeah, and put a couple of holes in the bottom and then slowly exit. One other item I had on the northeast corner of the proposed house, it looks like that is within 15 feet of the actual wetland, assuming the W's 7675 at the edge of the wetlands. Is that correct?
Yes.
So that corner of the house is within, I'd say, it was a guess, about 15 feet. It's 25 feet to the property line, so I just did a little. Wondering anything, we don't know what the house looks like, of course, so is it going to be sloped that way, which will pitch water into that 15 feet area and thus be very close to the wetlands?
About the roof line?
Yeah, the roof line. Yeah. And I assume the roof line also includes any overhangs that have
Right,
to be
yeah.
lit up.
So the overhangs are
Yep.
shown on here. Off the top of my head, we have seen elevations for this house. I believe that it is so that the roof lines are front and back, not on
Okay,
the side.
okay.
So we're pitching on the back side, but
Okay,
that's off
that's good.
memory. I don't know
Yep.
if you have that.
It'd be a little better.
I definitely
More
don't.
toward the driveway on the front. Yeah, okay.
One of the things we can do on that shoulder is we can provide a drip edge, and ask them to install a drip edge as a part of it, and so that drip,
You can funnel the water off.
it'll funnel it into it and give it a little bit more time to detain before.
And
it runs
possibly
down
into
the-
one of the dry wells, so.
Right.
The lot 11451, which of course is an extension of the large area across the street, that's in current use with a recreational discount, which means it's open to the public for access since 2008. I'm wondering if any more water goes in there, it might impede their access because it is pretty wet in there. Generally, they can't go there for swimming. It's for, as hunting, fishing, so forth. Cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, and nature observation and so forth. So it's not like they're going to be sitting on the beach or anything, but there is access allowed on that whole parcel, actually. Just make sure I get everything here. This is like about a 267% increase on the drainage impact on this site. So from 1,400 and I'm talking about impervious area, 1,464 to 5,469. It's a big increase. So anything you can do to prevent contaminants getting into the lake. It'd be wonderful if they didn't use chemicals on their lawn, or even a wildflower garden might be nice. Meadow. The condition of the lake we're having. Every year we're going to have cyanobacteria now, just because of the way it's warming out. So, you'll have a brand new septic system when our new septic regulations go in, so that won't impact you, so. We're doing a new ordinance which will require inspections and so forth. Looking at it, but, yeah, I mean, it won't be coming up until next year, 2027. But just, okay, I don't have anything else. Anybody else? Okay. So we got a looking here to grant a 9.6 application for a special permit for construction in a wetland buffer. I'll make a motion to grant it.
I'll second it.
Roll call.
Capiello, aye.
Trustee Ryan? Howard, aye.
Driscoll, aye. Okay,
Wonderful, thank
Thank
you all
you very
so
much.
much.
okay. Much easier than you thought it was gonna be, right?
Yeah.
Well, you're tearing down something that's too close to the lake. Who knows what that septic system looks like right now? Who knows where all that stuff is going? You couldn't even find it, right?
That thing will be vastly improved. Good to hear.
The lake thanks you, too. All right, good luck. All right, did I miss anything?
No.
All right.
Sorry, in the future, though, if you want, if you want to talk about the split ends in the driveway.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, let's hope they do a good job. Any,
I mean, a lot of that's gonna be covered under the shoreline permitting too.
yeah, that's true. They'll be looking at that. Do you have any more comments before we
That's just for the construction.
get out of here? Other business?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Joyce had asked.
Wait a minute.
You're right.
Go ahead.
Joyce had asked if it. Approach. I got this from Steve Whitman and yesterday, or maybe over the weekend, a write-up for the fact sheet. As far as this draft is concerned, I just had something drawn up with a district on the, that probably won't be a part of this. I have asked them to render something though, so it's just not.
An AI version.
Yeah, that I think would be helpful for the, to see something.
So, yeah, so I just wanted to run this by you. Please, take a look at it.
Yep.
And send me any comments.
I think I passed my copy down. Were there any extra copies?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
And how would you, I only need one, how would you, foresee that we'll distribute this? I guess we can put it on the website once it's approved,
Yeah,
and just distribute it with the voter guide?
yeah, I think so. I mean, I'll have to talk to Connor a little bit more about that. We just touched base on it very briefly today, and, he likes what is in the voters packet and everything, so we're gonna have to sit down and take a look at this and see exactly what, but I will get back to all of you and let you know about that.
Right. I think the information in the voter guide is good, but it's really dense, with a lot of text, and this would be set up with headings and bullets and stuff, I think would be an easier, quick read.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And with a graphic, especially.
Yeah.
Okay. So, send me comments, and, I'll sit down with, Connor tomorrow and come up with a plan and.
Right.
send it
Well,
out to
it's part of our communication plan to communicate better.
And not always using an AI picture, right?
Yeah.
It does look very cozy.
It does. I think people will go, whoa, and then when we design something, does it look like this?
The greenery, it looks like Main Street in Disneyland.
I love the little balconies and the window boxes
Little
and the
boxes
seconds.
above.
Looks like New Orleans.
Yeah, that's true. A little more wrought iron. Okay, any other new business or any other old business you want to discuss? If not, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Roll call, please.
Capiello, aye?
Trustee
I
Ryan?
don't want to stay between.
Allen, aye.
Driscoll, aye. Thank you, everyone, for being here.